Have you ever lost something that shook you to your core? A job, a relationship, a huge amount of money? You probably have. But let me tell you something. The danger is not really in what you lost, but in what you could lose next. And that is yourself. We've all been through situations where life strips us of the things we value. Friendships grow cold, money disappear, and people disappoint us. And it hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts because we usually tie our identity to those things. And the problem is, sometimes when those things go, we begin to lose who we are. We begin to forget who we are. You begin questioning your worth. You begin wondering what could have been wrong. You are tempted to start dimming your light so that people will appreciate you, people will accept you, so that the next person will not, you won't lose the next person, or probably you start bringing down your standards so that you probably don't make certain mistakes you feel you made before. You may probably lost a job or you lost a huge amount of money. You start checking yourself, you begin doubting yourself. That is wrong. Life comes with challenges. Things will keep on happening, but make sure that no matter what happens, you don't lose yourself. Don't lose your values. Those things that make you you. Those things that you've held on over time, don't lose them. Don't lose the things that have made you who you are. So that at the end of a relationship, you will not be finding yourself. At the end of a relationship or whatever it is, some people it's not relationship issues to have. Sometimes it's a business deal that failed, an opportunity that failed. They probably lost a job, and that has made them to be questioning themselves, questioning their worth, wondering if they can actually handle any vital thing in life. Whatever it is, no matter what happens, don't lose yourself. There is one person you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life, and that person is you. Sometimes we spend so much time paying attention to other people or other things that we forget to take care of our inner person. We forget to take care of ourselves. You bring down your standards, you take a lot of things, you lose your self-worth just in order to keep certain relationships, certain opportunities. And then at the end of the day, when those things finally fail, you can't even find yourself. You've lost yourself, you lost the relationship, you lost the job, you lost the money, and you also lost yourself. That is wrong. No matter what happens, do not lose yourself. Guide yourself. Guide yourself. You have yourself to live with for the rest of your life. Now, losing yourself sometimes is not loud, it's silent. It happens gradually. Sometimes you don't know it's happening. From one compromise to another. From one compromise to another. You compromise here, you compromise there, just so that things will work. And at the end, they don't work. And you just don't even know who you are. And sometimes, because it has taken probably years, you've invested years in whatever it is. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a business or anything. It could be sometimes ministry. You've invested years in it. So by the time probably it fails, you can't even trace your steps back to who you were before. Sometimes, one thing with being in a toxic environment and a toxic relationship is because you decided to remain in that relationship or whatever made you remain there, you become toxic yourself. That's the basic truth. So by the time that relationship ends, or by the time you lose that job or you are out of that environment, some people find it difficult to trace themselves back to who they were before because they have become toxic. They know they are not who they were before, but they can't trace themselves back. So that is what I'm trying to say. Don't lose yourself. Don't become toxic because you've been with a toxic person. Don't become toxic because you need to keep a relationship. Don't become toxic because you need to keep a job. And the reason you became toxic is because they are treating you badly. The person, the people or whoever it is are treating you badly, and you have to brace up and put up some of their traits so that they will see a reflection of their attitude towards you. And in that way, you become toxic. When it doesn't work again, or even if it's still working, you can't even go back to the good person you were before. Your heart is now hardened. You have learned how to compromise. Probably you've even picked up certain bad traits or bad habits. That is wrong. You should not lose yourself in the process of keeping anything, whether it's a relationship, a job, a business, not even being in a ministry. Make sure you don't lose yourself. It's very important. I don't know who will come across this video, but I believe if you come across this video will actually speak to you. Please do not lose yourself. It happens silently. It happens silently without you knowing that that is what is happening. Please, if you've discovered that you've lost yourself, begin to trace your steps back. I'm a Christian, so I'll also refer you back to Jesus Christ. Pray and talk to God. You can talk to God like your friend. You tell him that you've lost yourself. You know that you are doing certain things that are not proper. You can't even identify who you are. Or probably even before things happened, you didn't even know who you are, especially who you are in Christ. Tell him to help you to trace your steps back to him and remember who you are in him and be the best you can be. Please, this is very, very important. That's why some people, after leaving a particular relationship or leaving a job or whatever, they either run mental or they kill themselves because they can't even put their feet anywhere. They can't hold on to anything. They are just there. They don't know what else. That they put their entire life into whatever that thing was. And they feel life is not worth living again when they lose that thing. Don't forget, you may lose money, you may lose relationships, you may lose jobs, you may have to leave a ministry you love so much. But in all these, do not lose yourself. Don't lose that thing that makes you you. That thing that makes you different from other people. That thing that makes you tick. That thing that makes you who you are. That kind heart you had. That kind heart you've always had. Don't lose it because of them. That integrity you've always had, don't lose it because of them. Probably if there's somebody that doesn't have integrity, they compromise on almost anything and you've almost learned it or you've learned it. Trace your steps back. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. And remember, if a relationship or an environment is becoming too toxic, you have to consider living there. Okay? I know sometimes it's not possible, probably it's your means of livelihood and all that, but you have to consider it, or else you may lose yourself and you will not recognize the monster you have turned into in a few years' time. I hope this touches you deeply, and I hope you can take out lessons from this and take the necessary steps you need to take. I said pray about it. Then if you need to talk to someone that you know is sound spiritually, sound emotionally, and someone that loves you